5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, welcome to TrojanVision's The Week That Was, where we cover the news and events for the week ending Friday, August 30th. I'm Paige Ray. Thank you so much for joining us. Our top story. Recently, a tree fell on 3 faculty and staff members' cars, leaving all of them with damage. The situation sparking public safety concerns from the University Police Department. TrojanVision's Mackenzie Foster speaking with TUPD Chief to see why that tree isn't the only one he's concerned about.
The core of the tree at the location where it broke was completely rotten.
One rotten tree fell on cars, but who knows where another rotten tree could fall. Due to the amount of rotten trees left on campus, Beaudry fears it's only a matter of time before something worse happens.
In this case, there was no physical injury, but it could have just as easily been a person underneath that tree.
Beaudry acknowledges he's not a tree expert. However, he feels there are things that could be done to ensure the safety of everyone on campus.
I do think it would be nice if there were some testing done on some of the older trees just to ensure the stability is there.
While rotten trees remain, Beaudry urges everyone to be aware of their surroundings when it comes to hanging around or parking near trees.
If you see a lot of small broken limbs around that tree, that would be an indicator. You can hear, possibly a little bit extra noise, some extra creaking, some things of that nature. Just kind of be mindful that might be a more dangerous place.
Mackenzie Foster, Troy, TrojanVision News.
Beaudry says the majority of older trees are near Wallace Hall, Sorrell Chapel, and the golf course. Again, he's advising everyone to be cautious when walking and parking near those areas. And speaking of parking, the chief is also reminding students about some parking lot changes on campus. That parking lot that's next to the Barnes & Noble, it connects with the new Health and Sciences building, and it's now a faculty-only parking lot. The parking lot behind Eldridge Hall and the side parking lot that connects with that as well, they are also faculty-only parking lots. Students who park in those lots will be ticketed. Here's the police chief again on another area most students may not think to park in.
The soccer field parking lot, 99.9% of the time during the day is empty. So park over there and take you a nice little walk.
Beaudry says it's important for students to purchase parking decals and park in their designated spots. To learn more about the specific rules when it comes to student parking on Troy's campus, go to our website. That's today.troy.edu/TrojanVision. We've been talking about transportation on campus, but do you find it hard to get to places that are located off of Troy's campus? If so, there is an alternative way to get around the city of Troy. Reporter Camille Coney explains.
You see them around campus, but they actually travel around the entire city of Troy, morning, noon, and yes, even night.
We have 2 different shuttles. We have set-stop shuttle. We run a shopping shuttle. The only other one is the night shuttle that runs from, it's an on-demand shuttle, and it simply just takes people back and forth to their place of residence.
Instead of walking and driving to places off campus, you can wait right here at the Troy University main bus stop to go to those places.
Convenience, because we don't buy car and we have no other transportation to any other place, just the shuttle can take us.
Daily shuttle routes are color-coded so riders know which shuttle to ride.
I feel like the shuttle comes in a timely manner. It's never too crowded, especially if you're trying to get off campus and go to like Walmart.
The daily and night shuttles do not run on weekends, but a shopping shuttle runs on Sundays at 4 p.m. to Walmart. All shuttles are closed for university holidays. Camille Coney, Troy, TrojanVision News.
Transportation services are open to all current students, faculty, and staff for free. However, riders must have a valid Troy University ID to use those shuttles. And as people make those weekly shopping trips, they may also notice changes at the grocery stores. Prices are increasing, which can be tough for anybody, but especially for college students living on their own. Reporter Belle Johnson sits down with a Troy economics professor to learn how college students and others can save on groceries.
Let's say you do run out of points on your card for school or whatever. It is hard to have to continue to keep buying groceries because it's so expensive.
Budgeting for groceries can be difficult for college students, especially with the rising cost of grocery store prices.
I really just like to go get things that I like that aren't as expensive, that I would still eat and just get a multitude of. Even if you get tired of eating the same thing every day, it's just better than having to go spend more and more money.
John Dove, an economics professor at Troy, recommends students take a similar approach to McCall and limit the number of trips to the store.
Trying to put together one list each week and do your grocery shopping at that one time.
Impulse buying can also be an issue.
If you're walking into the store multiple times a week and you happen to see those items that normally you wouldn't buy, but there you were, and you end up throwing more things in your cart than you were expecting.
According to a study by Consumer Affairs, online grocery shopping increased 8% from last year as people fight the urge to get items they don't need.
They have online apps that you can get that can allow you to make your own grocery list. They'll provide the coupons right there. And so you can find easy, quick ways to add some additional savings by just doing that weekly plan.
Dove says eating the same meal multiple times a week can help lower grocery costs as well.
Leftovers are always a good option, so actually preparing food in bulk and then maybe eating the same meal 2 or 3 times over a week can definitely help cut down those costs.
Lastly, Dove says to look online for easy recipes you can cook at home. Belle Johnson, Troy, TrojanVision News.
And while you're looking at those grocery prices, Troy's College of Health Sciences and its student organizations say you should also be paying attention to food's nutritional value. That's why the college is trying to help students take control of their health. Jimmy Nichols shows us how.
The Nutrition Club is working to promote healthy eating habits.
We're just encouraging eating more fruits and vegetables and just getting out there and being active.
Friday, the club held Nutrition on the Quad. The event featured a smoothie bike, a BMI test, examples of healthy foods, what 5 pounds of fat looks like, and boards explaining how to get involved with the activities at the campus rec center.
I just hope everyone eats well, eat more fruits and vegetables, get out and exercise. We have a whole campus rec gym that is free for all students. So get in the gym or get outside walking, eat good food, get enough sleep, and just work on yourself, I guess, mentally, physically, and emotionally.
The Nutrition Club also used this event to promote the new nutrition major that was just introduced to Troy.
I am 100% supportive of advertising it, making sure it's known to students, high school students, that this new nutrition major is going to be amazing and a wonderful innovation going forward at Troy University.
The club says it hopes to hold more events like this in the future. Jimmy Nichols, Troy, TrojanVision News.
For more information about that new degree, be sure to check out our recent Trojan Talk that features the women who spearheaded that program. Still to come on Troy TrojanVision's The Week That Was, students learn more about the voting process and whether they're registered to vote. We'll show you how coming up. Back. This week, members of Troy's National Panhellenic Council organizations are celebrating NPHC Week. This week, NPHC hosted a voter summit, which aimed to encourage students to have their voices heard. Reporter Emily Clegg has more.
I just want people to feel empowered at the end of the day.
Hidayah Stone works for Alabama Forward, a network committed to getting citizens involved in the civic engagement process. Stone says she was inspired to get into this work at a young age.
I've actually been in this work since I was 14 years old. My father got sentenced 6 years in prison for selling marijuana, and so I took it upon myself to fight for his release, and that happened actually while I was in college.
On Tuesday, Stone paid a visit to Troy and PHC sororities and fraternities. She says she hopes her words inspire students to realize that their voice matters.
We all have an individual power, and it's up to us to be the change that we want to see throughout the world.
Ryan Carson is one of the students that attended the summit. She says that prior to the event, she was unaware of her voter registration status.
I wanted to learn more about voting. I've heard a little bit about it, but I haven't been too well informed, and I thought that this would be the right place to come.
But after the summit, Carson wanted to double check to make sure she was good to go for November.
We had people come to our school, my high school, earlier this year and get people to vote, but I was 17 at the time, so I wanted to make sure that when I turned 18 that I was able to vote and I was in the system.
Emily Clegg, Troy, TrojanVision News.
According to Alabama Forward's website, the organization's voter engagement initiative hopes to yield at least 100,000 potential registrations and over 21,000 voter conversations. In related news, this week is NPHC Week, which aims to celebrate Troy's historically African-American Greek letter fraternities and sororities, also referred to as the Divine Nine. Troy University is actually home to 8 of the 9 NPHC organizations. Throughout this week, Troy's NPHC hosted several events to help students get to know Greek members, their organizations, and what they stand for.
A lot of people might see us wearing our letters and wonder what we're about, but we're kind of showcasing the importance of the social side, the informative side, and just like our community as well throughout this week and the different events that we're hosting.
Troy's NPHC Week continues this weekend with a student tailgate on Shackleford Quad ahead of the Troy versus Nevada game. As students settle into their new routines, they're also getting to blow off steam with fun events. Recently, they got the chance to see their fellow Trojans take the stage to show off their talents at Troy's National Association of Black Journalists annual Apollo Night.
Singing, dancing, rapping, and improv were just a few of the talents showcased during Troy's National Association of Black Journalists Organization's Apollo Night. This annual event was held in the Trojan Center ballroom. As students performed, others cheered from the audience.
It's important for people to come out to this event because it's important for people to know what the National Association of Black Journalists is on Troy's campus and to spread our name throughout the campus.
While this community fun event provided a stage for individuals to present their skills, it also served as a fundraiser for the Boys and Girls Club. Donations were accepted as guests arrived throughout the night.
We had 5 talents go up there and they were able to perform with the opportunity to win $50, and we also were able to collect a lot of donations for the Boys and Girls Club.
Throughout the talent show, audience members were given chances to win a few prizes by answering trivia questions. Prizes were also given for the top performances after the audience voted on their favorite act based on how loud they cheered as each performer stepped forward.
I feel like with the Trojan students, they give me a lot of safe space. They don't judge anybody. They're just there to support everybody who wants to show their passion of dreams.
To keep up with Troy's NABJ feature events and fundraisers, follow his Instagram at Troy_NABJ.
And that was Neela Cole reporting. By the end of the night, the organization raised $200 for the Boys and Girls Club. NABJ will have its interest meeting and following meetings over the next few weeks. In other fun news, the Welcome Week Committee wrapped up its Welcome Week events with a water park right here on campus. Jameson Fowler takes us there.
Over 14 days later, Welcome Week came to an end with a big splash, with a water park right here in front of Rushing Hall. The water park may allow students to have some last-minute fun in the sun, but that wasn't all it had in store. The main reason behind the cool fun was the very reason why 2 Troy students came out to play.
It's the community. I mean, it's free fun, there's free food, and it's free people. I mean, it's free community. I mean, I've met so many people in the past few days that it's almost like I never had a life before Troy. It's almost like a utopia here at Troy University.
I love listening, I love meeting new people, getting to see all these new faces. I came from a small hometown, there weren't a lot of people to meet. You come up here, there's thousands and thousands of people. Every single day you see a new face, and it's just great to get to know those new faces.
With Welcome Week at an end, one committee member shares her hopes for Troy students looking to the future.
I hope that they know that they're not alone, and there's a lot of people out here that actually want to be friends and have a good college career, because in the end of your 4 years, these are the people that's going to be with you after college. They're going to be your friends forever. So we just try to make it easier on them to come out and make them friends.
Jamison Fowler, Troy, TrojanVision News.
This year's theme was That's So Troy, a twist on the classic Disney Channel show, That's So Raven. Coming up on Troy, TrojanVision's The Week That Was, an annual event is coming in hot. Literally. We'll explain after the break, so stay tuned.
When you look at the number of disasters in the U.S., chances are every area will deal with some kind of emergency in the next decade. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Welcome back. It's about time for Troy students to have yet another opportunity to see parts of the world, all thanks to Troy's Study Abroad program. That program allows students to go to different parts of the world for a full semester to gain valuable experience while overseas. This year, Troy is sending students to Iceland for the first time.
Study abroad is very beneficial for students when they graduate from Troy, because you're either going to get a job or go to grad school, and employers and grad schools are looking for students who have cultural awareness. So you're going to put that on your resume and in your cover letter, and study abroad is going to set you apart from other applicants for those positions.
The opportunities don't stop there. On top of traveling experiences, students also get those academic bragging rights from studying abroad. Turning to local news now, Labor Day weekend not only marks a popular travel time, it also marks the start of peanut harvesting season. Right now, Crenshaw County is hosting its annual peanut boil. Jimmy Nichols has that story.
This Wednesday marked the start of what one local community calls the world's largest peanut boil. The best part? It's just 30 minutes away from Troy.
We're here at the 54th Annual World's Largest Peanut Boil, sponsored by the Crenshaw County Shrine Club in Luverne, Alabama.
This yearly event has support from people in and around the community.
I come every year. I'm from Luverne. I live in Brantley now, which is just about 10 minutes away, but I still come every year, and I'm here today getting peanuts.
Seeing more than 30 tons of peanuts being boiled this weekend, all of the money raised will be going to a good cause.
We support Alcazar Shriners in Montgomery, Alabama, and Shriners International.
A few volunteers returned the support shown to them by Shriners by volunteering to help.
I do also have a cousin who comes out and helps every year, because the Shriners helped his family when he had a big house fire.
This annual peanut boil has turned into an event that not only the surrounding community loves to support, but also the travelers this holiday weekend.
People come from all over the place, and a lot of people who are traveling on the Labor Day weekend always plan to come through here and stop to get some. So don't snooze or you might lose.
The peanut boil will run until Monday or until there are no more peanuts. If you want to support the boil, search Crenshaw County Peanut Boil on Facebook. Jimmy Nichols, Troy, TrojanVision News.
Organizers plan to stay out there over the weekend, starting in 6 in the morning and ending at 10 o'clock at night, unless they sell out of peanuts. Staying with community coverage, are you interested in finding free books or giving some away? Well, the city's Parks and Recreation Center has a resource that allows you to do both. The Rec Center has a little free library where people can take a book and leave a book. It's a resource where readers of the community, adults and children alike, can indulge in reading with no costs. The director of the Rec Center, Dan Smith, says it's a popular resource and he's happy that that little library is giving back in a big way.
It can take you places in reading a good book that's just so positive.
There's also a little free library inside the Rec Center. It's located across from the front desk. We are turning to sports now, and our first story is a tale of two runners, as two cross-country runners who met as kids have continued their friendship here at Troy University. Reporter Will Eldridge has their story.
These two Troy University student athletes are no strangers to competing in cross-country.
For me, it was 5th grade. My mom made me go out and start running while my brother was running cross-country. And from there, I just kind of fell in love with it.
For me, it was 6th grade, and he actually told me to come to a little running club after school, and that's kind of how we became better friends, but that's how I started running as well.
The two runners met attending the same middle school in Hoover.
It was really like the running club. We had this coach in middle school that started this like running club for 6th graders, but I think it was just like in class we kind of met, kind of in the same friend group. Yeah.
And we also live like 5 or 6 houses down. We live in the same neighborhood.
The duo says their success comes from their hard work and inspiration from each other.
I went through some injuries in high school, and I didn't want to run college. I just wanted to call it quits, and he was like, hey, man, just reach out to Coach Cunningham. Just send him a text. So just to have that guy around you that's looking out for you, it's huge.
Keith, he's always been there. He's probably one of the biggest motivators I have to run because he's always running at 6 a.m. I can always count on that, so it's always somebody to run with.
Stories like Keith's and Zane's are inspirational and highlight why Troy University is more than just a college. Will Eldridge, Troy, TrojanVision News.
The cross-country season begins this weekend at the Jacksonville State University Foothills Invitational. We're turning to football now. Each year, the NCAA allows each Division I football program to offer 85 scholarships. Those scholarships are then divided between incoming freshmen and returning as well as transfer players, leaving some without them. During Troy's Fan Day, a returning member of Troy football received news that would change his course at Troy.
A new father, he is what I hope one day that my son will be as a person.
He's a hard worker, proactive, and he gets to it, great teammate. He just put his head down, great leader.
Heading into his red shirt junior year, Troy's safety Justin Poe was not on scholarship and had seen limited playing time last season. At this year's Fan Day, his family broke the news.
Having that support system, having people I love around me, knowing that at the moment that my hard work had paid off.
Poe, a native of Mobile, signed the dotted line while surrounded by family, and a brotherhood developed through football.
Pushing me to be the best me every day, telling me what I could do better, what I could improve on every day, helping me with calls, anything I need, they're like a brother sister.
Poe is expected to embrace a leadership role amongst the defense, a skill he's shown he possesses.
Works his tail off, and that's what Troy is they just go to work, and they don't care if you got to go play on pavement or they got to play on gravel or grass. They're going to go out there and play football.
Although his journey has not been linear, Poe can now refer to himself as a scholarship athlete. Tavares Dennis, Troy, TrojanVision News.
Of football, after 6 years, the Trojans have a new quarterback in Goose Crowder. Neela Cole introduces us to him.
When it comes to a new season for any sport, changes are expected for the team's improvement. Well, that just so happens to be the case for this Troy football player's position. West Virginia transfer Goose Crowder is the new starting quarterback for the 2024 football season.
Troy obviously has rich tradition and success in winning championships, and I wanted to be a part of that. Obviously, you come on campus and it speaks for itself. The people are awesome. The community is great. and you know, not too bad at football either, so that definitely helped.
In the 2023 season, Crowder completed 5 of 6 passes for 49 yards and rushed 3 times along with a 4-yard rush at Kansas State. He also completed 4 of 7 passes for 45 yards and a touchdown at ULM.
Obviously, you know, when you get on the field, you try and kind of block out all the outside noise, and, you know, it's your 11 versus theirs. I'm just kind of ready to roll the ball out there and play. I'm not one for, you know, kind of looking at all the social media stuff. It kind of is what it is. I'm really just trying to go out there and play with my guys and just, you know, play hard and win.
Throughout practices, Crowder continues to work on his skills in preparation for the upcoming season while maintaining a teamwork relationship with his teammates and coaches.
It's been awesome. I mean, everyone comes to work every day, gives it their all. I mean, the coaches are great men and even better coaches, so it makes it easy to come out here. Everybody, you know, has a smile on their face, and, you know, we're just enjoying it.
Outside of his football career, number 9 on the field loves being outdoors and helping the community. Neela Cole, Troy, TrojanVision News.
And yes, we'll answer the question that I'm sure you're asking. What's the deal with his name? Well, Crowder got his nickname Goose from his favorite movie character in Top Gun. He says that character's name just stuck with him. He's had it ever since he was a child. And staying with sports, some Trojans may be excited about the football season on their game systems. Reporter Will Eldridge has a look into the future for what might be an electrifying start to the Trojan football season.
College football has returned, and with EA Sports releasing the College Football 25 video game series once again, we get to take a look using their special simulation technology to predict what would happen in the upcoming games. Today's game is between the Troy Trojans, hailing from inside their very own Veterans Memorial home stadium, as they are set to take on the Nevada Wolfpack. Goose Crowder leading the offense from the quarterback position, and only 2 plays in proves why he's there with a bomb down the middle of the field to number 8, Zariah Beeson, leading to the Trojans' first touchdown of the day. On the next drive, Troy snags a field goal of their own, giving them a 10-0 lead, but Nevada says, "Don't count me out yet," and scores a rushing touchdown of their own. Nevada then piles it on to tie the game with their own field goal at 10-10, with our halftime stats being relatively even so far. Right after halftime, Troy has a costly roughing the kicker call, which leads to another Nevada touchdown. That will put the score at 16-10 Nevada, putting Troy in a dangerous situation. Not dangerous enough to phase Goose Crowder as he launches another touchdown pass to the middle to number 8. Don't celebrate yet, though. Nevada has another chance to go up and win the game here with a field goal, but it's wide right and falls incomplete. With the game on the line, of course, it's the Goose Crowder show, passing for 3 receptions to get Troy inside the red zone for an opportunity at a field goal. With 3 seconds on the clock, that field goal proved to be exactly what Troy needed to win the football game. Player of the game going to, of course, Goose Crowder for throwing 2 touchdowns with over 215 yards. We can only hope that these stats translate into the game on Saturday. It's good! Troy wins the football game! Will Eldridge, Troy, TrojanVision News.
And Will is not the only one excited about this upcoming weekend. Other Trojan fans here on campus are excited too. Neela Cole has their predictions about this season.
It's officially game week for Troy football, meaning that pregame activities are being planned while the team continues to prepare for its season opener. But what are Troy fans looking forward to the most for game day?
I'm looking forward to the football team and the band. I think it's going to be great. I think it's been too long.
I'm looking forward to the freshman run, to run on the field with all my new sorority sisters. I'm so excited. Hanging out with my friends at the football game.
While some students are looking forward to these engaging activities, other students are more interested in the new coaching staff as well as the new players on how they will compete on the field this season in comparison to the 2023 season.
I'm very confident in all the football players. I feel like they're going to do great. I've seen them play before, and I think they're going to come out strong this season with the new coach.
I am very excited for Saturday night. I am ready for the game. I'm ready for the tailgate. I'm ready for everything, and I hope our Trojans win this year. It's going to be very exciting.
After securing back-to-back Sun Belt Championship Conference wins in 2022 and 2023 with former coach John Summerall, the Trojans have confidence that this upcoming season will have just as many successful games, if not more, with new head coach Jared Parker.
I think it'll be a little bit different just because, like, the aspect of watching them practice, like, through the Trojan football Instagram page, it seems like the new coach is more, like, hands-on and just as encouraging as Summerall was, but I think it'll be a different dynamic, new coach.
I feel that Saturday night is going to be
showdown. I'm excited for the fans to be back. I think it's going to be an amazing day. It's going to be awesome.
And as always,
go Trojans.
Neela Cole, Troy, Trojan Vision News.
And that's where we end this edition of The Week That Was. To see what's happening on a daily basis, tune in to Troy Trojan Vision News at 5, 6:30, and 10:30, Monday through Friday. You can also visit us anytime on our website. Until we see you again, have a great week, and of course, go Trojans.